In a distant galaxy, far beyond human exploration, a crisis was unfolding. The Xelarians, an ancient and advanced alien species, found themselves on the brink of extinction. Their last hope lay in the hands of an unlikely savior, the humans of Earth. Desperation forced them to send an urgent plea across the vast expanse of space, hoping that their message would reach the blue planet in time. On Earth, the world was going about its usual business when an unexpected broadcast interrupted every channel. The image of Zorak, the leader of the Xelarians, filled the screens. He had a look of grave urgency on his face, his eyes filled with a mixture of hope and fear. The alien leader began to speak in a language that was instantly translated by their advanced technology, ensuring every human could understand. "People of Earth," Zorak began, his voice resonating with a deep, otherworldly timbre. "We are the Xelarians, and we stand at the precipice of annihilation. Our world is under siege by a merciless enemy, the Drakons. These invaders are powerful, ruthless, and bent on our complete destruction. We have exhausted all our resources and are left with no means to defend ourselves. You humans are our last hope. Without your help, our species will perish." The world watched in stunned silence. The gravity of the situation was evident. Zorak continued, "Your bravery and ingenuity are renowned across the galaxy. We implore you to come to our aid. Help us, humans. Without you, the light of Xelaria will be extinguished forever." As the broadcast ended, the reality of the plea sank in. The message sparked a flurry of activity. Governments, scientists, and military leaders convened emergency meetings. The call for help was clear, and the stakes were incredibly high. Humanity had a choice to make: ignore the plea and continue their lives, or rise to the occasion and become the heroes the Xelarians desperately needed. The decision was not easy, but the world was beginning to realize that this was an opportunity to prove their worth to the universe. The global community quickly united, recognizing the magnitude of the situation. Volunteers from various fields came forward, ready to embark on the mission to save the Xelarians. The journey to the distant galaxy was about to begin, and with it, a new chapter in human history was unfolding. A team of the best and brightest humans was quickly assembled to respond to the Xelarians' plea for help. Leading the team was Captain Mark, a seasoned space explorer with years of experience navigating the cosmos. Alongside him was Dr. Sarah, a brilliant scientist known for her groundbreaking research in interstellar biology, and Alex, a tech genius whose innovations had revolutionized space travel. The team also included highly trained soldiers and engineers, all prepared to face the unknown. As they boarded the state-of-the-art spacecraft, the Intrepid, there was a sense of anticipation and urgency. The ship was equipped with advanced technology and weaponry, but no one knew what awaited them on the Xelarian home planet. Families and friends gathered to bid farewell to the brave team, offering prayers and words of encouragement. The mission was perilous, but the stakes were too high to ignore. The journey through space was both awe-inspiring and daunting. The vastness of the universe stretched out before them, filled with wonders and dangers alike. As they traveled through wormholes and navigated around asteroid fields, the crew bonded over shared experiences and the common goal of saving the Xelarians. Despite the advanced technology at their disposal, the journey was not without its challenges. As they approached the Xelarian planet, the team encountered an unknown force that threatened to destroy their ship. The Intrepid began to shake violently, alarms blaring throughout the vessel. "Hold on tight!" Captain Mark shouted, trying to maintain control of the ship. Alex frantically worked at his console, attempting to stabilize the systems. With quick thinking and teamwork, they managed to navigate through the turbulence and regain control. The crew breathed a collective sigh of relief, but they knew the real challenge was yet to come. The planet loomed ahead, a beacon of hope and a reminder of the mission's urgency. Upon landing, the humans were welcomed by Zorak and a delegation of Xelarians. The alien leader's gratitude was palpable, but there was no time for formalities. The threat of the Drakons loomed large, and the team needed to act swiftly. Dr. Sarah and Captain Mark began to assess the situation, gathering intelligence on the enemy and formulating a plan. The Xelarians provided them with valuable insights into the Drakons' tactics and weaknesses. As the team prepared for the upcoming battle, They realized that their success would depend on not just their technology and skills, but also their ability to adapt and work together with their alien allies. The journey was just the beginning. The true test of their resolve and ingenuity lay ahead. Upon their arrival on the Xelarian planet, the human team was immediately struck by the stark contrast between its advanced civilization and the looming destruction brought by the Drakons. Towering structures, once symbols of Xelarian achievement, now stood damaged and crumbling. The air was thick with tension and the sense of an impending catastrophe. Zorak led the team to the central command hub, where holographic displays showed the extent of the devastation. The Xelarians were a peaceful species, unprepared for the ruthless assault they now faced. Dr. Sarah examined the data intently, while Captain Mark listened to Zorak's account of the ongoing crisis. "The Drakons are relentless," Zorak explained, his voice heavy with despair. "They seek to dominate and destroy. Our defenses have crumbled against their superior firepower. We lack the means to counter their advanced technology and brute strength." Dr. Sarah began analyzing the information provided by the Xelarians. She discovered a critical vulnerability in the Drakons' strategy. "Their main weapon relies on a centralized power source," she said, pointing to a schematic on the display. "If we can disable it, we might have a chance to turn the tide." Alex, with his technical expertise, quickly formulated a plan to exploit this weakness. "We'll need to infiltrate their mothership and disable the power source from within," he suggested. The plan was risky, but it was their best shot at saving the Xelarians. As the humans prepared for their mission, they trained alongside the Xelarian defenders. Despite their differences, both species found common ground in their shared goal. The bond between them grew stronger, fueled by mutual respect and a sense of solidarity. Captain Mark addressed the team before their departure. "This mission will test us in ways we've never imagined. But remember, we are fighting for more than just survival. We are fighting for a future where different species can coexist and thrive together." The journey to the Drakon mothership was fraught with danger. As they navigated through enemy territory, the team remained focused and determined. Their resolve was tested when they encountered a Drakon patrol, but quick thinking and teamwork allowed them to evade detection. Upon reaching the mothership, the team split into two groups. Dr. Sarah and Alex would infiltrate the core to disable the power source, while Captain Mark and the soldiers provided cover and created distractions.
The clock was ticking. The fate of an entire species hung in the balance.
As they advanced deeper into the enemy stronghold, the magnitude of their task became clear. The Drakons were formidable foes, but the humans' ingenuity and courage shone through. With each step, they moved closer to their goal, driven by the knowledge that failure was not an option. The final confrontation was imminent, and the true test of their resolve awaited. With the plan in motion, the human team and their Xelarian allies knew that they were about to face the toughest challenge of their lives. The journey to the Drakon mothership had been perilous, but the real battle was just beginning. The team had to disable the power source that fueled the Drakons' main weapon, a mission fraught with danger and uncertainty. Inside the Drakon mothership, the atmosphere was tense. Dr. Sarah and Alex moved stealthily through the dark metallic corridors, guided by the schematics they had studied. Meanwhile, Captain Mark and the soldiers created diversions, engaging the Drakon guards and drawing their attention away from the infiltration team. As they approached the central core, Alex noticed a complex security system guarding the power source. "We need to bypass this without triggering any alarms," he whispered to Dr. Sarah. His fingers flew over the control panel, hacking into the system with precision and skill. Dr. Sarah kept a watchful eye on their surroundings, ready to act at a moment's notice. Back in the diversion team, Captain Mark and the soldiers fought bravely, using every tactic they knew to keep the Drakons occupied. The sound of laser fire and explosions echoed through the corridors, but they held their ground, determined to give Dr. Sarah and Alex the time they needed. Inside the core, Alex finally cracked the security system. "We're in," he said, a sense of relief washing over him. Dr. Sarah immediately began working on disabling the power source. The machinery hummed and vibrated, a testament to the immense energy it controlled. She carefully deactivated the key components, knowing that one wrong move could spell disaster. Just as they were about to complete their mission, a group of Drakon soldiers burst into the room. "We've been discovered!" Alex shouted, grabbing his weapon. Dr. Sarah worked frantically, her hands moving with practiced precision. Captain Mark and his team, alerted by the commotion, rushed to their aid. A fierce battle ensued. The Drakons were relentless, but the humans fought with unmatched determination. Captain Mark's team arrived just in time to provide backup, turning the tide of the fight. Amidst the chaos, Dr. Sarah successfully disabled the power source. The Drakons' main weapon shut down, its energy dissipating harmlessly. "Mission accomplished!" Dr. Sarah yelled, her voice barely audible over the din of battle. With their primary objective achieved, the team began their retreat, fighting their way back to their ship. The Drakons, now disoriented and weakened without their main weapon, struggled to mount an effective defense. The humans and Xelarians made it back to the Intrepid, their mission a success. As they lifted off from the Drakon mothership, an overwhelming sense of relief and triumph filled the air. The battle was won, but the war was not yet over.
They had struck a significant blow against the Drakons, but the war was still fraught with challenges.
The final stand was imminent, and they knew that this victory was only the beginning of the end. Back on the Xelarian planet, the impact of disabling the Drakon weapon was immediate. The Drakons, now vulnerable, began to retreat. Zorak and his people rallied, using the window of opportunity to launch a counteroffensive. The humans provided crucial support, their advanced tactics and technology proving decisive in the battles that followed. In a final confrontation, the remaining Drakon forces were pushed back. The combined strength of the humans and Xelarians proved too much for the invaders. The Drakons, facing defeat, fled the planet, leaving behind a devastated but hopeful Xelaria. As the dust settled, the Xelarians celebrated their survival. Zorak, standing with Captain Mark, Dr. Sarah, and Alex, addressed his people. "Today we stand victorious not because of our strength alone, but because of the unity and bravery of our human allies. They have shown us that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail." The humans prepared to return to Earth, their mission complete. As they boarded the Intrepid, Zorak expressed his heartfelt gratitude. "You have saved our world and forged an unbreakable bond between our species. We will never forget your courage and sacrifice." The journey back to Earth was filled with reflection and pride. The team had faced incredible odds and emerged victorious. Their actions had not only saved a species, but also demonstrated the power of cooperation and friendship across the stars. Upon their return, the heroes were welcomed with celebrations and accolades. They had proven that humanity's bravery and ingenuity could make a difference in the galaxy. The story of their mission spread far and wide, inspiring others to look beyond their differences and work together for a better future. The story concluded with a message of hope and unity as Earth and Xelaria began a new chapter of friendship and mutual respect. The humans had answered the call for help and, in doing so, had shown that they were capable of greatness.